we go with our next event. This is the 200-meter freestyle. This is the men's final, the para multi-class. And we're going to have two swimmers racing tonight. A couple of Canadian record holders, Byron.
Well, and they're pretty widely different classifications. Nicholas Bennett is an S14, whereas Sebastian Massady is an S4. So they'll be racing, but they'll really be racing the clock, not each other, because their best times are a good minute apart or more. There's Nicholas Bennett. He set a world record earlier in this trials in the 200-meter individual medley. He is coached by his sister, Haley Bennett Osborne, in Red Deer. That's who's representing the Red Deer Catalina Swim Club. He won a Commonwealth Games gold medal in the 200-meter freestyle in 2022, and he won gold medals in the 2023 World Para Championships in the 200 IM and this event, the 200-meter freestyle. Back in Tokyo at the Paralympics, he was 5th, 6th, 7th, and 9th in the 4 events, all in Canadian record times. Sebastian will have lane number 5, Pacific Seawolves from Surrey, BC. Set a world record earlier in this competition in the 50-meter butterfly. Set a Canadian record in the preliminaries in this event at 3:07.8.
So a couple of world record and Canadian record holders here in the middle of the pool in this race. They both set world and Canadian records this week as well. So having a very, very good meet are these two swimmers, and off to a great start is Bennett in lane number 4. His Canadian record mark in this event is a 1:54.20.
Well, similar to the women, there's only 2 classifications that have only 2. In the women, there were 3 or 4, but Ken had only fielded people in 2 of the classifications. But in the men's, there actually are only 2 classifications, S5 and S14. So for Sebastian Massady, he's an S4. He's going to have to go up a category to S5 and try to make the time. Now, in the morning preliminaries, he was very, very close. So we'll see if he can attain that time. He has actually already made a time, so he should be named to the Paralympic team, but he'll still be trying to make another event. Nicholas Bennett, as we said, out of Red Deer. Originally out of BC, but now, as we said, representing Red Deer.
Wow, 55.01 is the split time for Bennett in lane number 4. To put that in perspective, he was a second over his Canadian record this morning. Right now, he is 2.7 seconds faster to the 100, with the 100 meters still left to go. To get down to that time, the Canadian record mark is 1:54.20. Let's see where he is at the 150 meter mark. This morning, he split at 1:27.34. Tonight, look at this, Byron, 1:24.85.
And we saw him in the 200 IM when he broke the world record. His last 50 was very, very quick. And if he can come back in the same similar type of a thing here, he'll be right on that best time, the Canadian record of 1:54.2.
So looking, you see a strong finish out of Bennett in lane number 4. As we mentioned, he's coached by his sister out of Red Deer Catalina Swim Club. And Bennett now at the finish, 1:52 is the Canadian mark. Oh, just over that by ever so small of a margin, but 1:54.78, that's 7/10 of a second faster than he was this morning. He really went out for it, and
Full
just
marks.
a little bit off.
Yeah, full marks for Nicholas Bennett to tack it. He went out after it. There's no he's already made the Paralympic team. He knows he's going to be able to swim the events he needs to. He's posted times that are fast, so he decided, let's give it a shot. I'm going to go out as fast as I can and see if I can hang on. He couldn't quite hang on. Wasn't as strong a finish as he had the other day in the 200 IM where he broke the world record. So he'll be, I think, pleased with that. You learn something. You learn something every time you race, all right? Maybe that was too fast going out. Next time when he gets to the Paralympics, he'll tone it down a little bit, right? So we're watching Sebastian Massady, and his mother is watching as well, as we just saw on the side of the pool, as he comes back here in the...
Well, he broke his Canadian record by 6 seconds this morning. He's a little bit off of where he was in terms of pacing, but already a great swim. His personal best was 3:13.87. It was the Canadian record. This morning he put down a 3:07.80. And we're going to look to see what Massady gets out of himself here at the finish, lane 5. 3:07.00. So he was slower through the 50, 100, and 150 and really came back, breaking his own Canadian mark.
There you go. Another record. Every time he hits the water, he seems to be breaking records.
Good swims out of our men here tonight.
And on top of that, Sebastian Misabi already swam the 53 before this, so he should have been more tired.
Great effort managing his load for the day.
Good
Sebastian
job for Bennett. You can just see him. Throws his right arm around a little bit wide, possibly. Makes him wiggle in the water just a bit.
Well, and he's got something to work on over the next little while. Presumably
nice
on the Paralympic team, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice power, good kick, all 4 lengths, so he's doing the right things.
So some good efforts all around here in our men's para multi-class 200-meter freestyle.
Congratulations, Nick. Another win here this week. What do you think of this performance?
To be honest, a little disappointed, but even with it, it's still one of the better times I've had gone, so the good of the bad.
You had a very good performance this week. What are you the most proud of this week?
Well, just being able to hunker down in between the days and come back stronger every night.
Last question for you. I know you have a lot of support. Your family's in the stand, your sister's on deck. What would you like to tell them tonight?
I think them being here definitely made me faster. It was a little anxious having them here, but I wouldn't trade for anything.
Congratulations again, Nick, and good luck for Paris.